Jericho Appreciation Society. For over 5 weeks, the recognized symbol of excellence of sports entertainers.
Introducing the next competitor, Ryan Oscar.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ryan Awesome, and welcome to the Ryan Awesome Show. Now today on the Ryan Awesome Show, we'll be talking about AEW Dynamite for July the 6th, 2022. So yeah, man, overall, man, it was a good show. Enjoyed the main event with Jon Moxley and Brody King for the AEW World Championship. I thought that match was a very hard-hitting match. And also, man, I'm enjoying Christian Cage, his heel work, like this far, man. Like, man, he made it personal with Matt Hardy, man, when he mentioned Jeff Hardy and all that stuff, man. Bro, that was savage, man. Christian Cage, bro, he is a savage, man. And also, man, we have a new TNT champion in Wardlow. So Wardlow is the new TNT champion, his first championship in AEW. Also, we have some matches that are announced for that Ring of Honor pay-per-view show, Death Before Dishonor. That's on the 23rd. And also, we have some matches that were announced for next week's show for a Fighter Fest. That was pretty much it with AEW Dynamite. So this is the AEW Dynamite review for July the 6th, 2022 on the Ryan Awesome Show. And I say this all the time. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel because I'm here each and every single week. We are live in Rochester, New York, the home of the late, great Mr. Brodie Lee. And so, yeah, so our first match of the night was for the TNT Championship. It was a street fight, and it was Wardlow versus Scorpio Sky, who is the TNT champion, with Ethan Page, Dan Lambert, and members of the America's Top Team in his corner. Lambert got involved in this match, which is legal. Members of the America's Top Team took out Wardlow. And then Wardlow, man, he had a beautiful swanton bomb in the Sky. And then Wardlow, he fought off the members of the America's Top Team. And then Sky, he had bashed Wardlow with the TNT Championship. And then Wardlow had kicked out of that. So Dan Lambert, he got involved again in this match. And so he got on the ring apron. And Scorpio Sky was about to hit Wardlow with the TKO. Wardlow had reversed it. And he had sent Sky into Lambert and knocked him off of the ring apron. And so to end the match, Wardlow, he had his Powerbomb Symphony to Sky 3 times to win the match. So therefore, Wardlow wins the match and is the new TNT champion. Yeah, with this, what if we see a breakup? What if we see a breakup between Scorpio Sky, Ethan Page, and Dan Lambert? Since Dan Lambert got on the ring apron, he costed Scorpio Sky that win. What if that happens? Congratulations to Wardlow for winning his first championship in the company. A championship. He won a championship before MJF. So yeah, that's something too. So right after that, we had Jon Moxley, the AEW interim world champion. He spoke backstage.
A lot of people have tried to make their name off of me. A lot of people have lost a lot of money betting against me. And tonight, those people are licking their lips. They watch me and they wait for me to be caught off guard and hope that one day somebody's gonna come along and surprise me and put a beating on me that I never recover from. They think tonight Brody King is gonna surprise me. They think he's gonna catch me off guard. They think I don't know exactly what kind of monster I'm dealing with in Brody King. Maybe y'all forgot exactly what kind of monster you're dealing with in me. 10 days ago, I took a man I deeply respect and admire in Hiroshi Tanahashi and beat his face in. A few days after that, I was carving dudes' faces up like hamburger meat in a steel cage. For fun. Blood and guts is like golfing on a Sunday for me. And then a few days after that, I signed on the dotted line to defend the AEW World Championship against Brody King. Yeah, I know exactly who Brody King is. Y'all think I didn't do my homework? I've seen him in New Japan. I've seen him in Ring of Honor. I know his friends. I know his enemies. Only one question left. How big is his heart? Does he have a monster-sized heart beating in that chest? We're gonna find out, because he's gonna be swimming in deep waters with the biggest shark in this game, the AEW World Champion, Jon Moxley. When you step into the ring with anybody from the Blackpool Combat Club, we find your limits and we push them. We find out just how bad you want it. Being made for the BCC, being world champion, it ain't for everybody, but it's what I do every day. Step up or get stepped on.
And so right after that, we had Tony Nese and Smart Mark Sterling. So they were backstage, and they try to get Keith Lee to sign a petition to get rid of Swerve Strickland.
Are you rolling? Okay, the camera is here to prove the validity of the signatures, and we are about to get a big one. Keith, listen, buddy, you exactly who I was looking for. This is the people against Swerve Strickland. We're trying to get him removed from the roster because he's a snake and he stabs people in the back, like you in the Casino Battle Royal. So we think you should sign it.
Greetings, Mr. Sterling.
Greetings.
Mr. Nese.
Like that?
Yes, we have our issues.
Big issues.
Trust issues.
Yeah.
But Swerve is still my partner.
For now.
And we are still winning. Unlike you.
Oh.
Okay. He could stab you in the back tonight.
What did he mean by that?
I have no idea.
And so right after that, man, we had Christian Cage and Luchasaurus. They came out to the ring, and so Christian, he spoke.
Christian Cage, you are unreal. You're like the Michael Jordan of being an asshole. Every time I don't think you can top yourself again, you somehow do. I'll be honest, Jungle Boy was my friend. I got to know him very well these last few months. Jungle Boy trusted you. He respected you, and you screwed him over. He didn't deserve that. No one deserved what you did to Jungle Boy.
Hold on a second here, man. Let me get this straight 1 second here. You're gonna sit here and pretend all of a sudden you're buddies with Jungle Boy, like you know him the way that I know him, or the way that Luchasaurus knows him? Here's the thing, Matt. You're starting to make your brother sound like the sober one.
Oh. Wow.
By a very strange twist of fate, the last month of my life has been upside down. It's been a mess. And maybe I earned that. Maybe karma's coming to get me. But I'm out here right now to make sure no one else gets taken advantage of. Not him, no one else.
No. Let me tell you why you're out here, Matt. You're out here because of your massive ego. That's the reason why you're out here. All right? Everybody knows that you're a clout chaser, Matt Hardy. That's what you are. You can't stand when your name isn't in the headlines for more than 2 seconds. Right? Yeah. Hey, you use everybody around you. You'll use your kids. You'll use your wife, your father-in-law, your dog Sparky, your Aunt Ginny, a dilapidated boat, a lawnmower. Hell, you'll even turn a blind eye. Hold on. You'll even turn a blind eye to your brother and his issues just so you can ride his coattail for one last run.
Oh, man.
And now you're out here under the guise that you care about Jungle Boy and his family, when the fact is, Matt, you realize that I am the hottest, most influential star in AEW, and you just wanted to be near me. And that, Matt, that is embarrassing, but here's the thing. Your screw-up loser brother isn't even the most embarrassing thing to your family. You are.
Oh. And so they went to go attack Matt Hardy. And then Matt, he got chokeslammed. Matt got chokeslammed through the timekeeper's table by Luchasaurus. And that was it, man. That was it with that. And yeah, man, just like what I said earlier, man, I'm enjoying Christian Cage, bro, as a heel. His heel work so far, man, been perfect, man. Been perfect so far. Like, dude, keep the microphone with Christian Cage, bro. Just keep it with him, bro. Yeah, man, that was some great stuff, man. And so right after that, we had Tony Schiavone. He was backstage. He interviews Claudio Castagnoli and Jake Hager.
This is not the best place to be between two giant men who know each other quite well. They've signed a waiver, no physicality during this interview.
No physicality. No physicality here tonight, Tony. The 16,000 people at Forbidden Door cheering this man on may have him thinking he's tough. But deep down inside, he knows he's not as tough as I am. He knows he's not as hard as I am. He knows he's not a world champion like I am.
It's hard.
You've never been a world champion in Ring of Honor. You've never been a world champion in WWE.
Oh.
You're not going to be a world champion here in AEW. I am an undefeated MMA professional fighter, and it's about time I got my respect.
You know what, Jake? Everybody has to say, I want my respect. Doesn't deserve no respect at all. I beat Zack Sabre Jr. in my first match here, one of the best technical wrestlers. And then I went on, and my team, the Blackpool Combat Club, beat your team. Oh, sorry, it's not even your team, right? It's the guy's team whose back you carry.
Oh.
At Blood and Guts. And while you got your arm wrapped, like you said, I got mine raised. And that's exactly what's going to happen next week, because you may be an undefeated MMA fighter, but I'm undefeated here at AEW, where rankings matter. And next week, I'm going to go 3-0.
And so that was it with that. So yeah, we do have a match next week between Claudio Castagnoli and Jake Hager, the former Real Americans, on at it, man. So right after that, we had a tag team match. It was the Butcher and the Blade with the Bunny in their corner versus Swerve, Strickland, and Keith Lee. So yeah, we had a botched leapfrog from Swerve onto the Blade. So Swerve went for a leapfrog and he didn't jump high enough, and so he ended up landing on the Blade's head. And so the Bunny had got involved in the match by distracting Swerve Strickland. And so the Butcher and the Blade, that's when they took control of the match. And then we had a hot tag to Lee. He took out the Butcher and the Blade. And then Lee, he accidentally took out Swerve with a pounce. And then the Butcher, he had a lariat to Swerve. And then Lee had broke up the pin. And so the crowd, they did not like that, man. And so to end the match, we had Swerve and Lee, they hit their tag team finishing move, the Swerve in their glory, to Blade to win the match. So therefore, Swerve Strickland and Keith Lee wins the match. And so right after the match, we had Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs. They came out and spoke, and then they got interrupted by the Bucks.
You think we're going to allow you two to still come out here and disrespect us? What you have in front of you is two grown-ass men, you trick-ass bitch.
Listen, hold this for a minute, player. Me and Ha's been really nice because we could have ended your career online and especially on this microphone. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, you better ask our former teammate. Now, here's the deal. You two want to act like you're somebody. Every time you stood in the ring against us, every time you tried to get on the mic against us, we have proven that there are levels to this. You two are not on our level. You are several levels below us. And I am sick and tired of because of where you came from, because of what you've done. You think that you got a shot at us. So here's the deal. You want to talk about, I'll beat your ass right now. I swear to God, I'll beat your ass right now.
Do it.
You want to talk about who the best tag team is. You want to talk about who the best tag team is.
Oh.
What the hell?
Bucks. Yeah, because you can't talk about best tag teams without mentioning the Young Bucks.
You two teams are very good. Matter of fact, at Double or Nothing, you guys had one hell of a match. It was 4.5 stars. That's unbelievable. That's an off night for the Young Bucks. And you guys couldn't even get the job done. Jurassic Express beat you. Guess who beat Jurassic Express a few weeks later? Read it and mother effing weep. We did.
Now we have a proposal for you guys. How about we go triple or nothing?
I see what they did there.
How about next week? A 3-way tag team title match.
Whoa.
FTR
chance.
You guys.
We're better than them. And you guys know that. Come on.
Boo.
You guys versus versus you guys versus the best damn tag team of all time, the Young Bucks.
It was made official. It was made official for next week. Triple or nothing for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. So that should be really good, man. And so right after that, we had Malakai Black. He spoke. He had said that Brody King will make sure that Jon Moxley endures something that goes far past the physical realm of pain. And so right after that, Tony Schiavone, he interviews Eddie Kingston.
Chris Jericho, you made me a liar. I didn't taste your blood. You didn't bleed. So, I'm gonna get you again, and I'm gonna make you bleed, and I'm gonna taste your...
Kingston! Yeah. You want to taste my blood? You want to get crazy with me? Let me show you how crazy I can get.
Oh.
Do it, Conti!
You saw her.
Ty Conti. Oh, God. Ruby, no.
Ty Conti just slammed the car door on
Watch
Ruby
yourself,
Soho.
Kingston, or this will happen to you. Let's go! You mind your business, you little freak!
Oh my. Get help back there for her. We need some help right now for Ruby Soho. This is... Oh, my God.
And so right after that, we had the Dark Order. So we had the Dark Order, Evil Uno, John Silver, Alex Reynolds, 10, Anna Jay, and -1, a.k.a. Brodie Lee Jr.
The Dark Order is in Rochester! And Rochester is Dark Order country! That is why it was very important for us to say this here today. Because we have very important news for you. And we want to make sure that every single one of you hears it. Because every single one of you has followed us from the very beginning. Every single one of you is what made Dark Order today. I want to personally thank every single one of you for showing up, for supporting us. And that's why it's very important I get to say this. The 6 of us are here to stay. Dark Order is forever. We begin a new chapter, and a new chapter comes with a proclamation. And I think I know just the person who should say it.
-1.
All right. Seriously?
Oh.
Come on.
Ooh. QT Marshall.
Come on, QT.
How long are we going to have to put up with this charity case? Till he's 18 for real?
Yeah, so QT tried to pick a fight with -1.
Your father's a legend in AEW. He beat me within 5 minutes in his first match ever here. But you think after your mother.
Oh.
So I'll tell you what, you see I didn't bring my friends out here, -1. So get your friends out of here. Let's get in there and face me man to man.
QT Marshall offering to
Yeah,
fight.
QT, man.
Go to your private locker room and grab each and every one of your toys and rip their heads off one by one.
Hangman Adam Page, that's when he came out. And Page and the Dark Order, they took out QT. They finally gave the mic to -1. He finally got a chance to speak.
QT. Listen, I would pin you right now, but you know what? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till I'm 19.
Wait till he's 19. Yeah, at first, man, I thought they were going to break up, man. I thought they were going to disband. And it probably would have been the best for him, too, man. Because, man, I said this in my tribute show, or the Brodie Lee tribute show. Brodie, he legitimized the Dark Order. He made the Dark Order into a major threat, the biggest threat in AEW at that time. And, you know, at first, the Dark Order, they weren't taken seriously. But when Mr. Brodie Lee showed up in AEW, and he became the Exalted One, you know, that's when everybody started to take the Dark Order seriously. I wish he was still alive, because the Dark Order, man, they would still be on top. But yeah, the Dark Order, they have not looked the same, bro. After Brodie Lee passed away, you know, they never looked the same. You know, the biggest thing that happened to the Dark Order was when Mr. Brodie Lee, He won the TNT Championship from Cody Rhodes. It was quick and easy for Mr. Brody Lee. He beat the hell out of Cody Rhodes, and he took his TNT Championship. And he had his promo, probably the promo of the year, man, when he said that, you know, everybody laughed at the Dark Order and all that stuff. Now, all you people never took it seriously. He had the old TNT Championship. It was torn to pieces, and he just poured it all over Cody Rhodes. And he and the Dark Order took out the rest of the Nightmare Factory, or the Nightmare Family. Dude, that was some great stuff, dude. And then to end off this show, Mr. Brody Lee, he had the TNT Championship, and the rest of the Dark Order, they just stood side by side with Mr. Brody Lee. That was the best ending to an AEW Dynamite episode. The best ending to a Dynamite episode. And that was the best that the Dark Order ever looked. A man that was taken away from us so soon, man. I wish we would have gotten more out of Brody Lee. So right after that, Jim Ross, he joined the commentary team. And so Jim Ross, he came out of the heel tunnel. So, yeah, he came out of the heel tunnel, which was really funny. But, yeah, we all knew why he came out of the heel tunnel, because the commentary table was closer to the heel tunnel. So that's why he came out of the heel tunnel. But it was still funny, though, seeing JR come out of the heel tunnel. But, yeah, that was it. And so right after that, we had a match, Penta Oscuro with Rey Fenix in his corner and Alex Abrahantes in his corner versus Roosh with Andrade El Idolo and Jose as the assistant in his corner. Penta, he had a tope con hero, and he almost undershot it. And then Alex Abrahantes, he had took out Jose the assistant with a spear. So that was, I laughed out loud at that one, man. That was funny, man. Penta and Roosh, they had a great back and forth. Roosh, he had a senton bomb to Penta. And so Penta hit the fear factor to Roosh. But Andrade, he put Roosh's foot on the rope, on the bottom rope. And so to end the match, Roosh, he had ripped off Penta's mask, and he had rolled up Penta to win the match. So therefore, Roosh wins the match. And so right after that, we had Jay Lethal, Sonjay Dutt, and Satnam Singh. They were backstage, and they were promoting the Death Before Dishonor Ring of Honor show.
On sale this Friday. It has been signed. It is official. Samoa Joe will defend his Ring of Honor World Television Championship against Jay Lethal.
Yes, we're celebrating. It's a celebration. Samoa Joe decided to crawl out of that hole that he's been hiding in. We have made things official. July 23rd, Death Before Dishonor. The ultimate celebration is when my best friend in this entire world pins you, Samoa Joe, to become the new ROH television champion.
And let me tell you the God's honest truth. Samoa Joe, I know that this is not going to be an easy fight. You are a tough champion. It's just why we're not taking you lightly. But we are taking your championship. New champion.
So yeah, right after that, Smart Marcel and Tony Nese, they were backstage. They still try to get some people to sign that petition.
All right, Orange Cassidy, the last name we need on this list to remove Swerve Strickland from the roster after he stabbed you in the back in the Battle Royal. What do you think?
Oh, I don't read anything without my lawyer present.
That's when I come in.
Oh my God.
No, forget this. How about I make you sign it?
Wait.
Oh.
Whoa, hold on a second. Actually, I think there's money in this. Here's the idea. Why doesn't my client wrestle you on Rampage?
Wait a minute. I have a great idea. How about you wrestle him on Rampage and we'll make a lot of money?
That was my...
That's what you just said.
Yeah, and if he wins, you sign this. How about that?
Sustained.
I'll allow it.
Overruled. I allow things.
Hearsay.
What?
Oh my God, dude. And so right after that, we had a 8-man tag team match, and it was the Gun Club and the Acclaim. So that's Colton and Austin Gunn, the Gun Club, and the Acclaim, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens versus Bear Country, Bear Bronson and Bear Boulder, Leon Ruff, former NXT North American champion, and Fuego del Sol. Yeah, when the Acclaim came out for their entrance, Austin Gunn, he took the microphone away from Max Caster. And so the crowd, man, they booed, man. They booed loudly. We had the mic drop to Bronson from Max. And so Austin Gunn, he had stole the pin from Max Caster because it was a blind tag. Caster didn't know about it, and so that's how Austin got the pin. So therefore, the Gun Club and the Acclaim wins the match. And so right after the match, the Acclaim and the Gun Club, they were arguing. And so they fought each other. Billy Gunn, he had broke up the fight. He had pulled his boys off of the Acclaim. And so he had pushed them. He had pushed them away. And so he told them to cut it out and all that stuff. And so Billy, he had took out the Acclaim. The last time he had shoved Austin to the ground, but this time he took out the Acclaim. So it was a breakup. And the Acclaim are officially babyfaces now. They're babyfaces. And so right after that, Miro, the Redeemer, Miro, he was backstage and he spoke about Malakai Black. Malakai Black has spit that black mist in Miro's face at the Forbidden Door.
Malakai Black. We are different kind of men. You collect the weak, I dispose of them. You stand their backs, while I break them. Don't you understand? You, a man who preys on the flawed, has enraged a man who is flawless? I, who right out the gates of heaven, will destroy the gates of hell. So go ahead and buy yourself a bag of coins, because when I'm done with the House of Black, you're gonna have many eyes to cover. Because the Redeemer is coming, enraged.
And so right after that, we had a tag team match, and it was from the women. And so it was Nyla Rose and Marina Shafir versus Thunderstorm. So that's Thunder Rosa, who's the AEW Women's World Champion, and Toni Storm. Rosa, she had chopped Shafir. It was a loud chop too. And so we heard Shafir, she had said, don't apologize. So she broke the fourth wall right there. But yeah, Rose had hit Storm with an umbrella from behind. Referee didn't see it. And then Toni Storm hit her hip attack to Shafir. And then to end the match, Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa, they hit their tag team finishing move to Shafir to win the match. So therefore, Thunderstorm wins the match. And so right after that, we had Jade Cargill, the TBS Women's Champion, Kiera Hogan, and Stokely Hathaway. So they were backstage with Tony Schiavone.
Okay, guys, standing by with the TBS champion,
Tony,
Jake.
cut the shit. Stokely, what the hell was that last week?
Whoa.
Ooh.
Listen, if a wrestling company can have an interim world champion, we can have an interim baddie. Layla Gray, come on, girl, come on. The entire wrestling world wants to know what I whispered in her ear last week. And I'm gonna tell them $1,100 because that's what it cost me for her to step up. Listen, I know my math. 3 on 2 is better than 2 on 2. And it takes a special type of finesse to get someone to go from wanting to beat your ass to save your ass. And you know what they say, and by they, I mean me, trust the process.
Well, I'll tell you what, Stokely, if she doesn't deliver, then that's your ass.
Don't worry, you can trust me. We'll talk.
Right after that, Tony Schiavone interviews Daniel Garcia. He has a match with Wheeler Yuta for the Ring of Honor Pure Championship at Death Before Dishonor on July the 23rd.
Daniel Garcia, you have requested this time to talk, and we understand you have something you want to say to the ROH Pure Champion, Wheeler Yuta.
Hey, Yuta, last week on Dark, I put my foot on your neck, and I held your title above my head, and there wasn't a thing that you could do about it. Last week at Blood and Guts, I spent an hour with you in the ring. I felt everything that you could give me. You had my blood on your hands, but I've determined that you don't strike an ounce of fear into my heart whatsoever. You're not scaring nobody with that fake tough guy act, let me tell you. Hey, but Death Before Dishonor, July 23rd, don't be scared. Give me a shot for that pure title. You can call me a technical wrestler, you can call me a sports entertainer, but you're damn sure gonna have to call me the best. I'll see you there.
Oh, FTR, they were backstage. FTR, Dax Harwood, and Cash Wheeler, Ring of Honor, AAA, and IWGP Tag Team Champions. They won a match against the Briscoe brothers at Death Before Dishonor.
So we call ourselves 7-Star FTR, the living legends. We are the current AAA, IWGP, and Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. And I can stand here before you right now and tell you comfortably that no match has ever taken more out of us than we won these at Ring of Honor, Supercard of Honor. And you know, we're just a few weeks away from Death Before Dishonor, July 23rd in Massachusetts. Ring of Honor returns the pay-per-view, and despite the fact that we beat the Briscoe brothers for these, despite the fact we're on the run of a lifetime right now, there's still some people that think we're not the best in the world, and that doesn't sit well with us.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of professional wrestling. You can think whatever you want, believe whatever you want, but you can also be wrong. If Ring of Honor wants to sell a pay-per-view, they got to put on the rematch of the decade. So I'm challenging you right now. Briscoes versus FTR 2. One last time to prove who is the absolute best tag team on this planet. Briscoes, if you want to be a king, you got to kill a king. And we ain't dead yet. Top guys.
Out. Now, before we get into the main event, let's talk about Rampage and then next week's show. AEW Rampage, we have Konosuke Takeshita versus Eddie Kingston on Rampage. Then we have Mercedes Martinez, who is the Ring of Honor Women's World Champion, and Serena Deeb, so they're competing in a tag team match. Lee Moriarty and Jonathan Gresham, the Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, versus the Gates of Agony with Tully Blanchard in their corner. Of Orange Cassidy versus Tony Nese on Rampage. Now for Fyter Fest Night 1, we have Claudio Castagnoli representing the Blackpool Combat Club versus Jake Hager representing the Jericho Appreciation Society. AEW World Tag Team Championship match, Triple or Nothing. It's going to be Swerve in Our Glory, Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland versus Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs of Team Taz. And the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, who are the AEW World Tag Team Champions. And then we have Death Before Dishonor, the Ring of Honor show, Death Before Dishonor, which is July the 23rd. It's going to be Samoa Joe, the Ring of Honor World Television Champion, versus Jay Lethal for the Ring of Honor World Television Championship. And also at Death Before Dishonor, we have for the Pure Championship, it's going to be Wheeler Yuta, who is the Pure Champion of Ring of Honor, versus Daniel Garcia. So yeah, Blackpool Combat Club versus Jericho Appreciation Society. Wheeler Yuta representing the Blackpool Combat Club and Daniel Garcia representing the Jericho Appreciation Society. FTR, they issue out a challenge to the Briscoe brothers for the Death Before Dishonor show. So right after that was the main event. The main event was for the AEW Interim World Championship, and it was Brody King versus Jon Moxley, who is the AEW Interim World Champion. So yeah, of course, Mr. Regal, he was on commentary. Brody King, he had won the Rampage Royale on last Friday to get this match. So that's why he's in the World Championship match. Yeah, somebody had a sign that said the House of Mox. So that was a really cool sign. Moxley, he went right after Brody's leg, and which is a smart move because Brody is a big dude. Brody hit the Boss Man Slam to Mox. And so Brody, man, he chopped the life out of Mox. Like his chops, well, you heard him, dude. Like every time he hit him with a chop, that dude was on his knees. The superplex to Brody. Brody hit a lariat to Moxley, followed up by the power driver to Moxley, and then Moxley kicked out. And then Brody hit the cannonball senton to Moxley, which had to hurt, man. And then Moxley hit the paradigm shift to Brody. And then to end the match, Jon Moxley, he locked in the Bulldog choke to Brody to win the match, so Brody passed out. So therefore, Jon Moxley wins the match and is still the AEW Interim World Champion. Nothing happened after the match. Right after the match was over, we went straight to the next show. So yeah, this was a very hard-hitting match, dude. Overall, man, really good show. Thought it was a good show. Main event was really good. Christian Cage promo. I'm really enjoying his promos, dude. His heel work. And Wardlow, congratulations to Wardlow for winning the TNT Championship. And that was it with the AEW Dynamite review for July the 6th, 2022 on the Ryan Awesome Show. And if you like this video, hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, if you're watching the Ryan Awesome Show for the first time ever, hit that subscribe button. And right next to that subscribe button, there's a bell. Make sure you click on that bell to be the first ones to know when my next video is uploaded, because I'm here each and every single week. And if you missed last week's review of AEW Dynamite, the video is going to be right up here in this corner, and the link to that video will be down below in the description. And if you missed anything else, everything is on the homepage. See you guys when I see you guys. And once again, guys, thank you for the love and the support for the show. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. And yeah, and this has been the Ryan Awesome Show. Take care, stay safe, and don't forget to be awesome. And that's that.